Zines in the Library. A presentation by Nadia Abdullah for San Jose State University's School of Library and Information Science, course Library 200 with Professor Jean Bedord. Some images used in this presentation are subject to fair use restrictions and are not available for copying. In this presentation, I'll talk about why zines should be part of public library collections and the nuts and bolts of starting a library zine collection. But before I get into the why and the how, I'll start with the what. What is a zine? That's a good question, because a zine is one of those I know one when I see one sorts of things. Stephen Duncombe offers a good, succinct definition. Zines are non-commercial, non-professional, small circulation magazines which their creators produce, publish, and distribute by themselves. A zine might be personal, political, or about any subject at all. It may have text or artwork or both. In any case, the one essential thing to know about zines is that they are DIY. Do it yourself. Zines are made the old-fashioned way with paper and glue and copy machines. DIY is the ethos of zine culture. So, why should public libraries include these homemade magazines in their collections when they do not meet traditional selection standards, such as authority, accuracy, quality of construction, or demand? The fact is, few public libraries do collect zines, but circulating zine collections exist in other venues, which demonstrates a demand for them, and the arguments for including zines in the public library's collection are strong enough to warrant making them an exception to the traditional guidelines. Furthermore, zines support the public library's mission, as outlined in the American Library Association's Library Bill of Rights, to select materials and resources in different formats produced by independent, small, and local publishers. A public library zine collection can support a diversity of voices that mainstream media may neglect. It can offer opportunities for outreach to underserved user groups, and it can satisfy the unmet user need that is demonstrated by the existence of private volunteer-run zine libraries. Library collections tend to represent only a fraction of the true diversity of publications available, and incorporating zines can be an excellent way to put the Library Bill of Rights into practice. We want zines. So now what? While a zine collection is a worthwhile project, zines do present some unique challenges in the areas of selection, acquisition, processing, and access. But before I get to that, the first step toward making the zine collection a reality is forming a proposal to present to library administrators. Make this proposal as specific as possible, and be sure to include a rationale for the collection and a detailed budget. Anticipate issues such as the handling of controversial subject matter or profanity, and address them as well. Now, selection. There are so many zines to choose from. How do you decide which ones to collect? Remember that zines are their own genre, so evaluation should be made by comparing zines to other zines rather than to other types of materials. Decide whether it would be best to strive for a variety of zines or to focus on specific subjects or types of zines such as political zines or personal zines. Public libraries may want to strongly consider collecting local zines as well. Although review zines, or zines that review other zines, are a good resource, it is best not to depend on them too heavily, as this would result in public libraries all collecting the same zines. Now comes acquisition. It can be difficult at first. Initial purchases may come from independent bookstores or music stores, zine conferences or fairs, or from distros. Distros are people or groups who act as distributors for zines. However, in the long run, the best source of zines is going to be the creators of the zines, the zinesters themselves. Rather than subscriptions, libraries should plan to purchase zines as single copies, since zinesters may not offer subscriptions and zine publication can tend toward the sporadic. Payment may be the most challenging aspect of acquisition, since although zines tend not to cost much, payment is usually expected in cash and up front, which is not how institutional expenditures are generally managed. Processing is the most complicated and expensive part of starting a library zine collection. Zines are non-standard in almost every way. Subject matter and sometimes even title may vary from issue to issue. Zines may be oddly shaped or include multiple pieces or enclosures, and standard publication information is likely to be absent. Even figuring out where to place the library barcode can be tough. While libraries with zine collections sometimes opt not to catalog them, or to catalog them in a separate standalone database, a better, although work-intensive choice is to catalog the zine collection with the library's other materials. This avoids making a value distinction between zines and other materials and makes them easier for patrons to find. Making zines easier to find brings us to display and access. Since zines often do not stand up on their own, they require creative shelving. Libraries with zines often use comic book envelopes for their zines, which also helps keep zines with multiple pieces intact, both in the library and as they circulate. Finally, with the collection underway, it is time to spread the word. Flyers placed in coffee shops, dance halls, and bookstores are a good way to advertise the library's zine collection to the zine community. School presentations are a good way to reach teens, and zine-making workshops targeted to teens and young adults may be a good way to bring these groups into the library. Zine culture is participatory and hands-on, so zine workshops in general are an excellent way to promote the community conversation. Don't forget to promote the zine collection to those who already use the library as well. Patrons who have never heard of a zine may find something in them that is thought-provoking, helpful, or even charming. I hope this presentation has sparked your interest in seeing zines in public libraries. Thank you so much for your time.